Welcome back to Operation Arsenal. It was another opportunity to go further clear, and it's another opportunity that we've pretty much thrown away. Yes, we still gained a point. We're 7 points clear of City now. Villa play tomorrow, which can obviously change things up a little bit, but we should be 9 points clear. Martinelli missed an absolute sitter in the first half. He was hooked off at half-time. Maybe he should have stayed on because Trossard offered absolutely nothing. Just a really, excuse me, just a really average performance. Just not good enough. In front of goal, especially. So many times we're whipping the ball in. And specifically, it's after Gyökeres has gone off. With Jesus up front. Why are we crossing it then? It's not like we've got Marino up front. It's not like we've brought on Havertz. In my opinion, Havertz should have come on instead of Jesus. I think this was a very Havertz-esque game. But who knows if he's fully ready. I can't imagine why not. If he's been named on the bench for a few games in a row now, we obviously saw him make his return. Why isn't he given 30, 35 minutes? Instead, we go for Jesus. And it just felt a little bit backwards. With the subs that we made, it's like we're taking players off that are really good with the ball into feet. And then we're bringing on players that are good at giving the ball to feet. But then we don't have the players good with ball to feet. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt a little bit backwards today. I actually think Arteta got it wrong. I really, really do. But we do need to give Forest credit because... yes, they were very defensive, and of course they were always going to be. If Martinelli scores, makes it 1-0, it's a very different game, but it's a point for them. And we saw the momentum and the stats here, the top stats. I mean, they had an odd opportunity here and there, but they just defended well. They really did. And the chances we had were not high enough quality. Not high enough quality chances. And I will say this as well. I think, Ødegaard, he's been in and out of our mouths, critique-wise, hasn't he? Sometimes you just have to wonder, would we be better off without him in this setup, in this system? He's our captain and he's getting subbed off after 55 minutes because he's just not contributing. He's not offering anything. He's not physical, so you can't rely on him on a really tough away game like this today where you're scrapping in midfield. So what does he offer? Well, he's great at line-breaking passes, but then we just whip it into the box. We just cross it. We're relying on headers from corners. I mean, it doesn't suit Ødegaard. So you do have to wonder. And I thought Marino came on, and again, as we've seen in recent appearances, this sub seems to be what Arteta's doing. Ødegaard off, Marino on. And we saw, once again, the difference in... It's the physical presence, the physicality. And also, I think Marino's just a bit more confident. He wants to drive forward with it. And if he doesn't have the ball, he's moving forward off the ball. And Ødegaard doesn't want to do that. You never really see Ødegaard busting a gut to get forward. He's often doing it to press because we don't have the ball. But when we're in possession, he looks to drop deeper. He wants to receive the ball. And I get it because his strength is opening up play. But when you're up against a Nottingham Forest side that are very happy to sit 2 blocks of 4, I mean, at times it's a 4-5-1, I guess, but it wasn't like we were playing 6 at the back today. I genuinely want to give Nottingham Forest a lot of credit because whilst it was sitting low and defensive, I wouldn't call that a low block. It wasn't 6 centre-backs. It was actually a little bit more adventurous than that, and they could have actually hurt us on the break a couple of times. The Ødegaard thing just continues to irk me. I wonder, genuinely, if maybe this system isn't quite working with him in the role that he's playing right now. I don't know. It's almost like they've worked him out. All oppositions know that just get close to Ødegaard. If he skins you and passes it through, it is what it is. But you just need to get tight on him. So just stick it on him. And he can't handle it. Marino can. Marino, a few times even today and in the last game, he spins and he moves it behind them. He gets it out of his feet. And Ødegaard just doesn't have that. and he can't hold anyone off because he's made of paper. I don't know. It just truly felt like bringing Jesus on and then continuing to whip the ball in. It wasn't working. Why would we continue to do that? Havertz was needed, and I think we win the game if Havertz is on. I genuinely do. Martinelli, hat-trick hero from the cup, but just can't do it in the league. If this was a cup game, he scores 2 or 3 today, doesn't he? You know, he scores the header from that corner, the one that he hit the side netting with. He scores that tap in, and then somehow he gets a third in the second half. It's just, it was this shot here. This chance here in the 29th minute. The ball comes to him, and all he's got to do is side foot it straight into that left side of the net, or as he did, he's gone across goal. Just get it on target and it's in, and it's just a few centimetres wide. But you look at that now and you just think that's the difference between us being 9 points clear, because I'm telling you right now, if that goal goes in, if Martinelli scores that chance in the 29th minute, we scroll up here and this says a 2 or a 3. We go on to win that game comfortably, because at 1-0, Nottingham Forest have to come out. They have to play. They were more than happy to sit back, and Sells makes his saves. They get their headers in. I mean, Milenkovic winning all the headers you want. Murillo was brilliant as well. Big shout out to Aina. I know he hasn't been given a huge rating here, but for me, he was absolutely incredible. Trossard has been one of the best wingers in the Premier League this season, but we didn't even see him. Aina was brilliant. He really, really was. Williams on that left side. Anderson is genuinely fantastic. He's one of those players that doesn't maybe look like he's super special, you know, but he is already, and he's going to be a very good player, and he will be at Man City next season. I'm sure of it, and I'm scared. We have to make this count this season. They've lost today at Old Trafford in the Manchester derby, and it's just this opportunity to go 9 points clear. And again, we've just failed. And you just know that City, whilst they're having problems right now with their injuries, especially defensively, they're still going to grind out results. They win this game today. They do. And I'm worried. I really am. Yes, it's 7 points. And yes, we can be positive that there was no major injuries today. This could go down as a point gained. On another day, we could have lost. But it's so hard to think like that when you can literally look at the table before the game and just see the chance you've got after 22 games to be 9 points clear. And we've just done it again. We've done it again. And it's United next, who new manager bounce. They've just got this crazy good result. Oh, it really is so frustrating, but it isn't all bad, because, guys, we are still top of the league. We are still 7 points clear. Of course, if Villa win, then it's 4 points, but I'm just not as worried about Villa as I am about City for obvious reasons. And Liverpool dropped points again today. I saw Chelsea at times got a little bit lucky against Brentford. I think Brentford missed some really good opportunities. So the teams outside of the top 3, I'm just not too worried about. Isn't this crazy? Have you ever seen a Premier League, I don't want to call it a run-in, but this period we're in right now where no one can string together just win. Everyone can take points off everyone. It is quite fascinating. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, today it wasn't meant to be. We could have done so much more with the chances we had. Apparently 4 big chances. I'm trying to think now. Other than the Martinelli one, the Saka header, which Seltz made a very good save. Am I even saying that right? Seltz was an unbelievable save, but God, if Saka just gets a bit more power on that header, what other chances did we have? Gyökeres threw on goal, but you know, in FC he's got 90 pace. There's no chance this brother has 90 pace. He looks so slow. What a moment that would have been for him, though, just to tuck that one in. He really needed that. Can't think of any other real big chances. Oh, should we have had a penalty? Yeah, I mean, I know people are going to be asking me. It's so tough. So for those of you who don't know, Aina's over here in our box, and it's very clearly going out for a corner. He keeps it in, and then it goes out of play as he's kind of struggling. And then you look at the replay, and he does attempt to keep the ball in, kind of with his arm. He kind of scoops his arm, and it kind of comes off here. Part of me watching it was thinking, it's very soft and the ball's gone out for a corner anyway, so did it really affect anything? It was going out for a corner. It still went out for a corner. But the more I think about it, he's attempted to handball it, whether he meant it or not. Obviously, I don't think he's purposely trying to grab the ball and move it on restyle. But, I mean, it's kind of a penalty. Part of me thinks, do you know what? Whilst it might have been soft, that's the kind of thing we needed today. And maybe on another day, a team in our situation gets that luck. You know, if maybe City were chasing Liverpool or if Liverpool were chasing us or whatever, maybe they get that decision and it just changes it. And it wasn't to be. Anyway, I've had enough. It's not all bad. You know, at the end of the day, we've gained more points on City today. When you look at it from that perspective, it's not the end of the world, but it's just the what if, what it could be. Super frustrating.